Hey guys, it's Tory. Welcome to my channel, or welcome if you're new. So in today's video, we are going to sublimate a 20-ounce skinny straight tumbler. So let's get started. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and head on over to Canva, and we can use the free edition. We're going to select custom size, then we need to change it to inches. The dimensions are 8.6 by 9.6, and then we're going to select create, and we'll go ahead and add the image. The next step is rotating it to the left, and the reason we do that is you want to make sure that the image is placed the long way so it wraps fully around the tumbler. So it needs to be portrait. Drag the picture to fit your box, and then normally you would hit flip horizontal because you need to mirror the image. But in my case, this image was actually mirrored already. So in my case, I'm not going to do that, but most likely yours is not mirrored. So you want to just check and see which one it is. If it's not, then you'll just need to hit flip horizontal. Then we'll select share, and we're going to download this as a PDF print, and you'll want to save that to your desktop. We're now ready to hit print, and you need to make sure to send it to a sublimation printer, and your printer needs to have sublimation ink and use sublimation paper as well. I am going to send mine to my Epson ET2720, and you'll want to make sure that you keep the size as actual size. You don't need to custom scale or fit or anything like that. Next, we are going to hit properties. Make sure that you're using large enough paper. So I'm using legal 8.5 by 14. Again, double check, make sure you're portrait. The paper type needs to be a premium matte. So we're going to go ahead and change that. Quality of ink must be high. And then you want to make sure that collate and everything is not checked. Then we're going to go over to more options. Make sure that you're on custom, and then you'll hit advanced. We'll go ahead and change the color mode to Adobe RGB. The gamma I do 2.2, and then you'll just adjust your colors to your liking, and then we're going to hit OK, and print. Okay, so we're going to sublimate on this 20-ounce skinny straight tumbler, and this one actually comes with the sublimation shrink wrap. We're going to set that aside along with the lid, and we need to clean the sublimation tumbler. So we're going to use rubbing alcohol, and this will take off any debris that is on the tumbler. Then you want to make sure it's dry really well. This came off the printer. This is the sublimation paper we're going to use. I am using a convection toaster oven. So you want to preheat the convection toaster oven for at least 15 minutes. And I set the temperature at 400. We're going to go ahead and line this up. You want to make sure that you have the image the right way. And you want to make sure that you pull it tightly so that it is firmly pressed against the tumbler. And you also want to make sure it lines up perfectly. So we are going to pull it together, and I'm going to use heat resistant tape, and we're going to tape it down. And then I like to fold it over, and we are going to tape this up here as well. And we're going to do the same with the bottom. To put the tape half and half and then push it down, because you want it to firmly press against the tumbler as well. So it should look just like that. And let's go ahead and do the other side. Okay. Next, we're going to use the sublimation shrink wrap and place this tumbler inside. Okay, so it'll be just like this. And then we are going to use a heat gun to shrink the shrink wrap. Okay, so it'll look just like that. So I hit record, I thought, and it did not record. So let me just give you the little update on what we did. This is the convection toaster oven. I have it set at 400 degrees. Remember, we need to preheat it for 15 minutes. You definitely need to use heat-resistant gloves when handling this at all because it's very hot. I placed parchment paper on the rack, and then I placed the tumbler on top of the parchment paper. That is because the shrink wrap does melt, and you don't want it on the rack. You'd rather have it on the parchment paper. And we set the timer for 6 minutes. Okay, so it's ready. You definitely need your heat-resistant gloves on. We're gonna turn it off and take it out. And see how it kind of like sticks here? You rather do that on parchment paper than on the rack. Ooh, doesn't that look so nice, you guys? That looks awesome. Wow, that looks awesome, you guys. So what do you guys think? Leave a comment below, let me know, and as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.